This is a live look at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the NC State Wolfpack. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Weather could be a factor. For more on that, we go to Holly Rowe.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Reese?
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So Florida State's offense will have the football first. And here comes the guy that'll be running the show. This quarterback, one of the best in the country, but boy, does he face a stiff challenge with a stingy unit on the other side. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game, a remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you start to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. The Seminoles in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Man, that's good plays back-to-back, getting him on the ground. And I tell you what, just good job wrapping him up, not letting him get yards after contact and make your defense really have to work harder. Great job getting downhill, making tackles, and now you're set up pretty good. 3rd and medium, probably a passing situation.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Quarterback may change this route. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Out of the backfield, he's open. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They think there's room to run to the right here. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Robinson. Touchdown Seminoles! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. The Wolfpack offense takes the field, and we'll get a peek at them for the first time in this one. And now here comes C.J. Bailey. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out. The run inside. It's Scott. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Offense gets set for second down. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Rushes on him. And they got him.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. Tight end now in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snags it down the right side. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, NC State. Extra point here would tie the game.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Seminoles want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Wants to fire on second down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Snow. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. 1st and 10 coming up. Finds his man. It's Jackson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Oh, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. To the air. It's Bailey. Blasted as he lets it go. Pulls it in. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Safe little shovel pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Scott. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Jones wants to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Going with the ground game left. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you got to fight.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The Noles have this offense rolling. They'll run the off-tackle play here. Maybe a crease. He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he steps out of bounds. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Jones to throw. Pressure coming. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Knowles! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Keep it on the ground. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Got a little press. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. That's caught. It's Dozier.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Running inside. It's Scott. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Oh, they're after him.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking for a gap. It's Scott. He's there to make the stop. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Lets it fly deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll get rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Jones wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. It's caught downfield. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire.
But and he's got room. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bakes the grab on the left.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people in the defense right now. They have no idea who's getting it next.
To the air on first down. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Jones. Looking to scramble. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the returner is stopped. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Takes the handoff. It's Scott. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 7 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Fighting Irish coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. And that's 4 straight on the season for this team as they continue what is now a nice little streak. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back to your game inside Carter Finley Stadium. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Guys, checking in with the NC State head coach at the half, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that field? Tackle.
Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way. Take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They will have nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's second and long. Quarterback making checks. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. Jones to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Now on second down. Handoff from the gun. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Now the play fake. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to to get inside the kicker's head. No good. Still up by 8 after the miss.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Looking for a huge play. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got him. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Takes it on the return. Quick step and go. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Seminoles will hustle to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? Wants to adjust the pattern. Jones wants to throw it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Fires downfield. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll move the tight end. They're going to run it. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back to back.
Could be an out, and into the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. The Seminoles are threatening on first and goal. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. It's third and goal and third and long. Jones to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hands it off on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to take a shot. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number 1. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that.
Finding some room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Quarterback adapting. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Seminoles. And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
And he tacks on the extra point. He'll return it. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Grabbed behind the line. It's Snow. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Scott. Here's a little room there. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Quick release by the QB. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. The 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, North Carolina State. He found some open space.
second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Hey, man, I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Hand off from the shotgun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Jones wants to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Offense staying on the field here and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it and more than enough for a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. The give out of the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost 1 on that last one, it's 2nd and 11. He's got it again. Trucks through the defender. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's brought down, couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Motion from the wideout. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. NC State quick to the line. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Finds his man. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it easy on his quarterback.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack! He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Jones to throw. Steps away. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's got room. Turning on the Jets. At the 30. They run him out of bounds after a gargantuan gain on the play.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on third down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
The give to the back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they fail to hook up on third down.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
And it's good! And they'll push that lead out a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. NC State going up tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Defense will stop the clock. 2:04 remaining. They'll have the 2-minute timeout coming as well. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Jones wants to throw it. Here's a heat. Got his man on the right. Maybe a pickup of 2, and they'll stop him right there. And that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. From the gun, wants to pass. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Throws to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man in the middle. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass, it's Bailey. The short hands, it's Snow. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Motion from the back. Wants to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. This defense slamming the door on any thought of a comeback, forcing the turnover and sealing the win.
Great job by the defense ending this ball game. Don't give them any life. Great job forcing the fumble. You already got the lead. You take the ball back with a little bit of time. Nail meet coffin.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Wolfpack uses its final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. He might want another play. He'll try it again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit.
Victory formation is so sweet, and the best part is when you're on the road and all those home fans start taking off, and all those cheers, all those loud noise, you don't hear them anymore. It's really quiet.
Punt is in the air. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion.